Howdy, y'all. Hope y'all doing good. Welcome to part 2. I have no idea why I did that. But anyway, welcome to part 2 of the Homelite. The Homelite Super XL assembly. Finally, getting some more stuff on. Decided to make another video right after I did part 1. That way, I still got a little more heat in the stove. And tomorrow, I may not have a chance to get a video made. So, good to go ahead and do it now. Alright, so, as y'all know, in part 1, we did the oil tank and the body there. Now, we're doing the handle. Handle and body. See if I get y'all in here. Try to get you a little closer. How's that? A little better? There we go. Alright. So we got the body. This is all taped off, was all taped off for the gasket to go on there. As well as the inside. But in here, all these other spots, we have to put together, along with the handle, we have to put together all the linkages and the plunger. The O-rings are very good condition. I'm very surprised. Very happy. I did oil these already. So we have a little bit of oil on there. As you can see, that's all oily, nasty looking. But we'll clean it up after we get it in. I did take it to the wear wheel, so it's all nice and shiny on the brass there. Always like the color of the brass. It always makes me happy. I don't know why. Okay, now I have to. Well, this is either gonna be a success or a fail here. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't remember exactly how everything went in the handle. And I went through and I polished up all the bolts and everything. I polished up everything. Now I'm looking over here at this. This is what we did last time. I'm kind of actually a little worried here. Nope, they match. Never mind. Must have been just the lighting. They match. Started to get a little worried. They didn't look like they matched. Alright. So down here, I know that is a brass line that goes around the cylinder and up toward the side of the cylinder up to the tank here. As well as this one. So really, here, all we have is the plunger. But before we do that, we need to put this little throttle screw in here, or throttle, yeah, the throttle set screw. And this is going to feed backwards, so you have a little slot on the one side and hexed on the other. The slot goes up toward the outside. That I do know. Whether or not I can actually thread it through, get it started. There it goes. Well, got that. And that screwdriver is too big. Use our little one here. Probably should have ran a tap through this. Even though I did have a plug in it. Yep, there it goes. It's going. Yeah, it's getting easier. I want too much in there then. Oh, now I lied. Get a wrench. See if that helps. Oh, that's still too big. Must be a 5/16. All right. This will get easier once you get the threads through. I'm gonna go ahead and plug that hole, just so we don't get no debris in it. Whatever comes out of the threads. Up, there it goes. That's easy. We'll be able to turn that by a screwdriver now. We're just gonna back that thing all the way up. We'll worry about setting it up. There it goes. That's better. Alright, we're good. Now, we can insert our plunger. Alright, so our plunger, pretty simple. It's all pretty much stayed all as one here. That just goes in there and plunges down. So you're going to have to hold it down as you screw it in. Man, that is pretty tight. Got to get past that O-ring there. There we go. Alright, let's see what the best way to hold this here. I'm going to hold the plunger down a little bit. That way we get that brass fitting started. Alright, that looks like a 1/2 inch. That's up on the wall. Alright. So far, so good. Of course, I just did the easiest parts. We're going to get that nice and snugged up so that other O-ring will seal. I think that'll work. Let's see here. Plug these holes. Which one's in, which one's out? Well, seems like it works. Alright. I'm gonna get one more, see if I get one more little turn out of it, just to be on the safe side. Okay. Alright, now, trigger assembly here. Oh boy, let's see if I remember. I think I'm missing a screw, folks. Supposed to have a screw here, a screw there. I see one. There's the other one. I did miss one. And then there is a brass fitting. That's a reducer. Gotta get that cleaned up. This I'm gonna stick on the wire wheel real quick. Alright. Yeah, so we can get cleaned up real quick. It was underneath the bag, that's why I didn't see it. I hope everyone's doing good. Yes, no, maybe? Ah, see, this is a one-way valve. I did not notice that before. Okay, this is not just a reducer. But inside here is a little ball bearing. So that tells me it's a one-way valve. One way. I'm gonna very steadily get this on the wire wheel too. Get it cleaned up, polished. Make it match with the rest of the brass. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go shoot it with the look. Whoop! Sorry, folks. Sorry. Klutzy. Yeah, knock you all off. Oh, look. I think it made a better view, didn't it? Alright. Knocked over my metal plate. That's why my foot was sitting on. Okay, so we got it cleaned up, washed out. No more debris in there. Okay. That we can wait on. I believe... I don't know which one it goes into. I don't remember. Is it this one? I believe it was the inside one there. Or the outside one. And then I have a 90. And I remember that 90 went from over here. So you can make a nice tight. That's also a one-way valve in there. Let's see. That one I did clean up. I might be able to get another turn out of that. That might be a 7/16. That would be a 3/8. Oh yeah, pretty good that turn. Ooh, I don't like that. Oh, I know I'm out of frame. I apologize. I need this one up close to my chest. Alright, got that in there. Unfortunately, that one's not brass, but you won't see it. It's hidden. Alright, so yes, let's go ahead, stick that brass piece in the inside there. Whoop, turn around. We'll do that before all the handle and all that get put on to avoid scratching it. Even though powder coating is very tough, it will still scratch, believe it or not. It will scratch, but it won't necessarily go all the way through the surface. Oh. I don't know if y'all hear that. That's a good sign. That means it's working. Doing exactly what it's supposed to. Wow, that's powerful. That's a powerful little plunger. I mean, that's really pushing on my finger there. Wow. Impressive. Yep, and that's sucking in, so we're good there. Okay, on to the questionable part. Well, I know that part goes on there. Uh-oh. Well, it would go on there. Powder coating seems to be a little too much. A little too thick to go on that peg there. This little peg, that's where the trigger would go on. They don't like it. Then also, I know this rod has got to go in here. Now, which way does it go? I do that now. That's what I need to think of. It's how this rod's gonna go. The boot was on this way. It must go on like that. Get the carburetor. Let's take a look at the carburetor. Now the carburetor should have put it in a baggie after it's been rebuilt. It's a little dirty, but not too bad. So the carburetor will sit in here like so. That's the throttle cable up here. So that's the way it goes. This way or this way? Let's go this way. It's got to go around. Alright. So we can stick that in. This little grommet, it's got a little lip on it. That will go through that hole. Maybe. There we go. Alright. So that's got to go in there like this. And that's how that works. So it looks like it just hooks around. It goes on there like that, so. Goes in that hole. Okay, so I need a little bit of sandpaper. Alright, we got some 400. 400 work. So we gotta sand around this little peg here. Don't do it too heck of a lot. I have a little file here. I have a light, real light file, so it won't take off too much. It won't take too much all at once. Knowing that, I would have put a plug over it, or a cap over it, when I went to go powder it. And that's where you need to pay attention to detail. But it's not the end of the world. Just gotta be careful not to scratch up the rest of your powder coat. Here's a nice little paint job you got on there. Well, we can file most of it and then finish off with the sandpaper. I know I'm off frame again. I apologize. I just can't work from too far away. I won't be able to see. Alright, we'll give that a try after a little bit of sandpaper. There we go. Oh yeah, that works. Well, I would like it to see it slide a little easier. You want the spring on the carb to push your trigger back down. Alright. Try that again. That feels a little better. Alright, now I gotta get this in the hole. Oh, maybe I got it backwards. Or not. Yeah, this is where it's gonna get a lot tricky. Gotta get it on the rod and in the hole. Or through the hole. Maybe push it through. There we go. Well, looky there. Still don't look quite right, but we can always grab the carb. That's what we call mock-up. Do our little mock-up here. No, that'll work. Now, which hole it goes into? Assuming the bigger one. Alrighty, folks, that'll work. Alright. Now, when it comes to the carb, time for that. When we get there, we might have to take this apart again. Alright, next up, we have our trigger lock. That, I know how that goes. And then a spring here. Trigger lock over here. Spring, hold the spring down. And there's a little E-clip. And they call it an E-clip because it looks like an E. That goes right in the grooves here. Sometimes that's a little easier said than done, considering you have a spring to hold down. Alright, that was actually not terrible. Okay, and now that goes in there. Make sure that that trigger lock goes into that hole on the trigger. And you put your handle together. Now it's be a little hard to test out that trigger lock, which don't seem to be working too well. Okay. Yep. Something like that. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Or not doing, I should say. Probably already. Oh, we're getting up there. I thought this was on the outside. Oh, maybe not. Now I'm getting a little confused here. This just don't seem right. Like the trigger is not going back far enough. I know that's the way it goes though. Yep, I'm gonna get a little stumped on that one. No worries, I'll figure it out. This is supposed to be held outward. Yep. Oh, I got it. See, I told you I'll figure it out. Just take me a minute. Once I look at things and see how they work, I'll get it. Alright. Then we got two little screws. One go way up there. I'll tighten that down all the way. Oh crap. I lost the other one. I hope I didn't lose. Oh, I didn't. Just losing my mind, that's what I'm losing. Alright, folks. Looky there. Yep, that works pretty good now. Alright. There's one more little piece. And then I'll let y'all go. I know this is getting a little longer than the first one there. Okay. Next piece. This little grommet's got to go through the little big grommet through a little hole. And that's for the choke. I wonder how in the world they got that in there. That's a small hole. So I'm going to try to keep these videos short as possible, but I'm going to like assemble the saw in pieces or like in sections like I've been doing. Like the first one was the body tank. This one was the for the handle, car body. So that's what I'm going to end up trying to do. There should be a little pin in there too. If not, it's alright. I'll have another one. Oh, I think it's in one of the tubs. Alright, there you are. Look at there. It's like brand new now. It's like a brand new saw. So we got everything all in there for the handle. Except for the carb. So, not too bad, huh? And the plunger works. That's a good thing. Trigger don't stay down, but there's no spring in it. So, alright, there we go. That's that. I hope you all enjoy that. I will see you on part 3. I don't know how many parts there's going to be, but we're going to get it done. It's getting a little warm in here. Alright, y'all be good, be kind, stay safe, please spread the love. I'll see y'all in the next video.